So we've got a simple video here to show you how to swap out the bottom exit case with the stock side case on the RS100. It's a really simple process. We do recommend you take your time and be careful. You can work with the electronic on the board and the wire connection. You just don't want to damage anything. But it's going to be real simple. So start off, remove the 4 screws on the bottom. Make sure you have a small screwdriver that's able to fit the screws so that you don't strip them out. Go ahead and remove the bottom case. Now you're going to want to pull the screws out because you will be reusing these screws. Set this aside. And now you have the inside here. And what you're going to want to do, you can scoot this grommet up a little bit. Make sure not to pull too hard on these wires and their connection. You don't want to mess up the connection on the board. You can kind of straighten them up a little bit, because the wire is now going to be going straight out the bottom. Alright, what I like to do now, we're going to pull the wires out of the plug. Keep in mind the orientation. Signal wire with the white stripe is on the left, and this is with the prongs visibly facing upwards. Alright, so signal on the left, ground is on the right, power is in the middle. Another trick, these plugs, there's always writing on them. This writing is always on the ground side. The writing may be different, but it's always on the ground. So carefully use a blade, something small and thin. Gently pry up the prong one by one. Don't bend it back too far, you'll break it. Just bend it back enough so that you can pull the wire out. Same thing for the other two. Pull it up enough. If you don't get it, pull it up again a little bit. Wire out. Pry it up. Wire out. Alright. So now what we're going to do is put on the new case. I'm going to slide these wires through. And then your grommet, you're going to take your time to get it pressed through. It's going to be a tight fit, but you want to get it up in there. For some, you can push it through on the backside. If you want, you can also pull the grommet off. Now that we have the plug off, it gets a little caught, the edges of the metal prongs. Right. Then put the wires through. And then we're going to put the wires back through the rubber grommet. It's easier to do them one at a time than trying to get all 3 at the same time. Sorry if I'm off camera a little bit there. I'm looking at my hands and not the actual camera screen. So I'm going to pull these down. And then, and again, be careful not to pull hard on the wires on the PCB. Go ahead and press the grommet in and get it set into the new bottom case. You can use a small flathead screwdriver to do this if it helps. It takes a little finesse because obviously you want to, it's a tight fit because we want to keep a tight seal. These are marked as water resistant, but we do have the board completely conformal coated, and we still want to keep as much debris and moisture out as possible. And like I said, you can use a small flathead to help press that grommet into place here and get it feeding through. Just take your time and work around. That's going to pop right into place here. You can see it on the back side. Make sure the wires give it a little pull through. You can see it settled in from the back side. You got a nice tight seal on the top. And now, just go ahead and slide it down. It's going to squeeze right on there. It's going to be tight. There's not much room between the grommet and the PCB, so it's going to squeeze it down, but that's okay for them to have contact. Then you go ahead and insert your screws, tighten it up, and you're going to be done. So again, it's really simple, but just take your time. You don't want to accidentally mess anything up, pull on the wires too hard, or strip the screws. Get everything lined up nice. Screw it back together. If you have electric tools, small handheld, that's what we normally use. They work nice. Just make sure again you have a Phillips tip that is small and pointed, so that you do not strip the screws. Get it snug down. And now you have your rear exit. All right. And simply, we're going to take our plug back again. You can see the writing here. So on the right hand side, 3 wires. Put them back in, facing up. You'll hear them all kind of click in. You can push down on these tabs. It's locked in place. White is on the left. Middle wire is power, it's in the middle. Right wire is ground, and it's on the right. You're good to go. Bottom exit. Enjoy.